Find the derivative of the function f of x is equal to x squared times square root of 1 minus x squared. This function is a product of the form uv, and the derivative of uv is equal to u prime v plus uv prime. Square root of 1 minus x squared can be written with a fractional exponent. It's 1 minus x squared to the 1/2, since we all know that square root of a is equal to a to the 1/2. And the derivative of u to the n is equal to n u to the n minus 1 times u prime. And this is the chain rule. We're going to let u equal to x squared. Therefore, u prime will be equal to 2x. And square root of 1 minus x squared will be equal to v. And we'll write it with fractional exponent, 1 minus x squared to the 1/2. And the derivative v prime will be 1/2 1 minus x squared to the 1/2 minus 1, which is negative 1/2, times the derivative of negative x squared is negative 2x. These are the formulas previously announced. F prime of x is equal to u prime v, u prime, which is 2x, times v, which is 1 minus x squared to the 1/2, between parentheses, plus uv prime. U is x squared, and v prime, when canceling the 2, is negative x times, open parenthesis, 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2, close parenthesis. Now, f prime of x is equal to 2x times 1 minus x squared to the 1/2, and x squared times negative x will be negative x cubed. Negative x cubed times 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. Now, let's change the notation. 2x times square root of 1 minus x squared over 1 minus x cubed times negative exponent should be in the denominator, square root of 1 minus x squared. The LCD between 1 and square root of 1 minus x squared is square root of 1 minus x squared. The first fraction will be multiplied by 1, which is the LCD over itself, square root of 1 minus x squared. The numerator becomes 2 times 1 minus x squared, a squared multiplied by itself, the second numerator, because the fraction already has the LCD, it stays x cubed. We keep the same denominator, square root of 1 minus x squared. Using distribution, we'll get 2x minus 2x cubed minus x cubed divided by the denominator. We just have to clean up. The answer is 2x minus 3x cubed divided by square root of 1 minus x squared. Now let's look at another way to simplify the fraction using the same derivative. Remember, if you have a to the 1/2 and a to the negative 1/2, a to the negative 1/2 is just 1 times a to the negative 1/2. But a to the 1/2 is more interesting. It's equal to a to the negative 1/2 times a to the positive 1. Since 1 minus 1/2 is equal to 1/2. Negative 1/2 plus 1 is equal to 1/2. So the GCF is a to the negative 1/2. It's the exponent with the least power. So we're going to factor out the least power here. First, let's start with x and x cubed. And the GCF is x. Now, 1 minus x squared to the 1/2 and 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. The GCF is 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. And now we need 2x, so we're going to have to multiply by 2. We need 1 minus x squared to the 1/2. We have to multiply by 1 minus x squared to the first. Remember, 1 minus 1/2 is equal to 1/2. We need x cubed, so we need to multiply by x squared. And we multiply by 1 to get 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. X times 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. Let's take care of the brackets. It's going to be 2 times 1, 2. 2 times negative x squared, negative 2x squared, minus x squared. It's going to be x times 2 minus 3x squared, and we'll kick the negative exponent to the denominator. 1 minus x squared to the positive 1/2. Clean up a little bit. X times 2 to x. X times negative 3x squared, negative 3x cubed. Square root, we change it into a square root, 1 minus x squared, and we're done.